Namaste. First and foremost, I want to thank each one of you. Thank you for your time, your heart, and your willingness to reflect. Because what we're going to explore today is not just a message. It's an invitation into something deeper, something that affects every relationship we have, and ultimately our relationship with Krishna. Now, let me ask you a simple question. How many of you have ever bought a new phone or a blender, or even something as small as a lamp? And inside the box, what do you find? A manual, a guide. And what's the point of that manual? It tells us how to use the item, how to care for it, how to handle it. And if we follow the instructions, what happens? It lasts. It works well. It fulfills its purpose. But if we ignore those instructions, or worse, assume we already know how to use it, eventually it breaks. Not because the product was bad, but because it wasn't handled the way it was meant to be. Now, let's bring this home. What if relationships are the same? We often step into relationships, whether friendships, family, marriage, or even our spiritual communities, thinking they should just know me. They should know what I need. And I know what they need. But is that fair? Is that even realistic? Well, from the Gaudiya Vaishnava lens, we understand that relationships are sacred. We are not these bodies. We are eternal souls, jivatmas. And our nature is to serve, to love, to connect. And what is the foundation of loving service? Guidance, instruction, careful attention. Just as Krishna gives instructions to Arjuna in the Bhagavad-gita, not to control him, but to uplift him in the same way, we need to be willing to give and receive instructions in our relationships. Let me say that again. Give and receive instructions. Sometimes in our pride or fear, we resist this. We think, why should I tell them how I want to be treated? Shouldn't they already know? Or worse, I don't want to take instructions. I want to be accepted as I am. But let me ask you gently, what if Krishna himself, the Supreme Lord, welcomes instructions from his devotees? What if Radharani, in her infinite compassion and softness, instructs Krishna how to love more deeply? And what if he, in his humility, accept that instruction? Because in love, there is no ego. Our acharyas teaches us that love is not about demanding perfection. It is about being willing to serve each other better every day. So maybe we need to start asking each other, how can I serve you better? How do you feel loved? What does respect look like to you? And equally, we must share honestly. This is what makes me feel safe. This is how I receive love. This is what I need to thrive. Because unless we give that manual to another, we're leaving them in dark, guessing, assuming, and eventually disappointing. True relationships, like the ones between Krishna and his devotees, are not based on assumptions. They are rooted in sambandha, clear understanding, guided by shastras, and cultivated through seva or service. And let me tell you, when we start living this way, when we start giving instructions with love and taking them with humility, something beautiful happens. Resentment melts, misunderstanding fade, love deepens, because now we're not just reacting to each other, we are consciously serving each other. And isn't that the heart of Bhakti? So I invite you, dear souls, as we move forward from today, let's not be afraid to speak our hearts. Let's not be too proud to listen. And let's never forget, in every relationship, there is a manual, but we have to write it together. With love, with humility, with Krishna in the center. Thank you. Hare Krishna.